Welcome back to a new video. We are Sam and Kelly, and normally we're in the van, but right now we are starting the Camino de Santiago, a 500-mile pilgrimage trek through the country of Spain. Trying not to cry. In this video, we are going to explain all of the logistics on how to start, how to get transportation to get to the start of the pilgrimage, how to check in, how to ship your suitcase, and everything else in between. So let's start with the transportation.
So we're going to start with transportation. When we were researching how to do the Camino de Santiago, getting to the starting point of Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port was one of the most difficult things to figure out. We started in Paris, France, and there's a couple different ways that you can get there. You can get there by plane or by train, and we opted to do by train. We used Amio to get from Paris to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. It's a 5-hour ride with a stop in Bayonne. It was really fun. It was honestly pretty easy to figure out. We're gonna put the link to the tickets that we got in the description below so you can easily find it. And it was honestly a really fun, really cool and unique experience to take a train instead of a plane to get to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. It was super easy and I definitely recommend it. We were a little nervous when we first started getting on the train because we had to navigate a stop about 4 hours in between in Bayonne, but it honestly was really easy. It was really simple to figure out. There were so many other people doing the Camino when you got off the train, so you just followed the backpackers and you'll figure out exactly how to get there. Once you arrive in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, it is a very small little village and you will then walk yourself to either the pilgrim's office or your accommodation.
After a good night's sleep, we woke up and had to figure out what to do
with this thing.
Which brings us to here, the packing. We are staying at a very cute Airbnb right now at a local couple's house, and we are staying in their guest bedroom, and we wanted to have some space to make our final touches on our backpack and get our suitcase all ready to go to ship to Santiago. Some pilgrims on the walk like ourselves bring an extra suitcase so that they can travel before and after the Camino, which is what we are doing.
There's two big adult human beings and we're sharing one tiny suitcase for basically 2 months abroad. It just cracked.
No, what?
This thing just cracked.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, how is this possible?
Oh!
Wow, we can never open that again.
We did it.
Look at this. And imagine what a beautiful thing. Sunshine, feels amazing. Do some butter. We're about to head out and leave, and I just remembered something very grave that I forgot to put in the suitcase.
Her blunt stones. Great shoes, but they're not meant for the Camino. So we have to reopen this up and break it basically to close it.
Oh.
Success!
Okay, so hopefully for the final time, the suitcase is packed and ready to go.
Whatever is not in here, we're just bringing with us.
Now it's time to get my backpack on. When we were training for the Camino, we did a couple walks around a neighborhood back home with our backpacks on, and we probably looked crazy because there's no backpacking in the town we're from. But now we look like everyone else. I'm very grateful that we chose to have an extra day here. A lot of people get off the train and then they start the next morning. So I'm glad we have the full day to make sure we have everything organized. Just get mentally and physically prepared for the big journey we're about to go on. Merci!
Such nice people.
Oh my gosh, such nice people. It's so funny to see Sam lugging a suitcase in this beautiful French countryside, quaint little town. Now that we are all packed up and had some breakfast, we are heading into town. It's about a 12-minute walk, and we are going to check in at the pilgrim's office, get our shell and our Camino de Santiago pilgrim's passport, and figure out how to ship the suitcase all the way to the end of the trek, which is Santiago. And we're going to take you around for the rest of our day and just show you what it's like to start the freaking Camino de Santiago. I can't believe we're finally here. We have been waiting months with so much planning and so much excitement, and we're just so excited to take you all along. The town of Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port is absolutely stunning. It looks like the most idyllic storybook village. Highly recommend coming here. I'm sure Sam's happy to get rid of this suitcase very soon. the shell. So the Pilgrims office and the post office only have certain hours that they're open. A lot of European stores close during midday for their own lunch break, usually like 2 to 3 hours. So we have to wait another 30 minutes and then we can go in. So just make sure you check the times of when everything is open or closed. Oops, apparently we were waiting in front of the Camino hostel, not the check-in. So this is why you watch this video, so you don't make mistakes like this.
So when you walk up the stairs, you're gonna go straight through this art, Rue de France, there's a Camino sign. You walk all the way up to the end and then you take a left, and then there's gonna be an outdoor store as well as the Pilgrims office.
We are seeing pilgrims all over town who are about to start their trek either today or tomorrow, just like us. So excitement is absolutely in the air. But actually, apparently it doesn't open for another 30 minutes, so
Lunchtime.
it's not every day you're having lunch in France before a massive physical adventure. So this calls for a mini jug of house-made sangria. Okay, round 2, trying to find the Camino office. Okay, hi, me here. So once you get into the Camino office, you will sit down with one of the volunteers. They all speak a bit of English and are obviously a wealth of knowledge with details about the Camino. They start by handing you your Camino passports in a Ziploc and giving you your first stamps.
Oh my gosh.
These passports are crucial to hang on to because the albergues you will be staying at are at a reduced cost just for pilgrims, and they need to have proof that you are indeed on the Camino. The volunteers will also hand you maps to your first day on the Camino, a guide for all of the potential albergues that you could stay at on your route, and they're available to just answer any questions you might have. Then it was time to pick our special shell for our backpack. These shells symbolize that you are a pilgrim walking the Camino. It was very tough for us to pick the perfect shell, but I think we did a good job.
Oh, and look, they're similar.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Tying it onto our bags was very surreal because we had been looking forward to this moment for so many months. In the office, you can also find a scale to weigh your backpack and a sign-in book. It was amazing to see all of the other countries represented on the guest book. After we were officially set up for the Camino, we headed over to the outdoor store just across the way. It was surprisingly well equipped for being such a small village town. You could essentially arrive with nothing and head to this outdoor store and grab every single thing you would need for the Camino. We bought walking sticks here, which proved to be absolutely essential, which you'll also see in our next video. After that, we headed directly across the street to the suitcase shipping office. Basically, you pay them 70 euros per bag and a driver comes down every couple of weeks to drive all the way to Santiago and drop off your bag. They assured us that our bag will safely arrive in a secured office and will be ready for our arrival in 2 weeks. With all of that, cheers! We have officially checked in, we've sent our bag to Santiago, we've done everything we really need to do. So now we celebrate with some ice cream. Cheers!
Oh my god, look. Water with the shell.
This is the first Camino water fill-up. Oh my god.
It's ice cold.
This is gonna be very refreshing on the walk.
These are the Camino water fountains, and you know they're for the Camino because they got the shell on them, and they're gonna be throughout the whole walk.
Now that the hard part is over, we kind of just get to walk around and explore this place. And we tried to find some more food for tomorrow's walk, but it is a small village town and it's a Sunday, so unfortunately no supermarkets or convenience stores are open today. So we're just gonna have to make do with a couple of snacks tomorrow and find stuff along the way. It's kind of all part of the adventure. There's nothing that you can really plan. You just kind of have to roll with the punches. Luckily, our personalities pretty much work for that.
More her personality than mine. But that's what this Camino's for, growth.
Oh look, oh my gosh, there's a little camping ground for vans. Maybe we do van life Europe after all, I don't know. This looks pretty freaking sweet. My back already hurts just from wearing this for the past couple of hours.
They say you should have between 10 to 15% of your body weight on your back. With my laptop that I will be bringing, I will have about 18% of my body weight. So good luck to me.
But you know what's interesting is we did so much research on what kind of backpack to get, how much weight you should max out in your backpack. And to be honest, when we were waiting in line at the Camino office this morning and we saw all the other pilgrims lining up, we were kind of shocked how small our backpacks are compared to the other walkers, especially mine. It's crazy
It's
small.
so
Like
funny.
it looks like a school backpack in relation to everyone else's backpack. So I don't know if we went a little crazy on packing as little as possible.
Kelly has a 32-liter bag. I have a 38-liter bag.
Gosh, there's so many mosquitoes. We have no bug spray. Okay, we are getting beat up by the mosquitoes. Oh my gosh.
We gotta go.
Let's go. Let's recap what we learned in the past 24 hours, starting with leaving from Paris to get onto the train.
So we started in Paris, France, and we went onto omnio.com to book a train.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. From Paris to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port.
You will know you are on the right train because your last train will have a bunch of Camino backpackers on it. Then you will stay at either a hostel in town or an Airbnb, and you will check in at the Camino de Santiago offices where you will get your passport, you will get a shell, and you will get more information than you even dreamed of.
And right across from the outdoor shop is if you have an extra suitcase or a backpack or something you do not want to bring with you on the Camino, they will ship it all the way to your end location in Santiago de Compostela.
So we know we will be on the Camino for at least 2 weeks at a minimum. We will see how we enjoy it and hopefully we will finish the whole thing. But the point of the Camino is to find your own adventure and do whatever feels best to you. And that's different for every single person. So we're not going to put too much pressure on ourselves, but obviously that is our goal.
Also, one more time to reiterate, only about 5% of people complete the entire pilgrimage from start to finish.
The people that we ran into today, they said they have no plans to do the entire Camino, that they're gonna skip the middle and they're gonna take their time because they really just wanna enjoy the experience of being in a beautiful country, walking by foot and traveling that way. And I thought that was a beautiful perspective, that it really does not matter how you do the Camino as long as you try it. And that's our goal.
That's our goal. The ultimate marriage test, am I right? She's gonna have to be next to me for 8 hours a day while I just keep talking.
I'm excited about that.
Thank you all so much for watching. Really hope this video provided a lot of value for you, whether you were going to be starting your Camino de Santiago or if you just wanted some entertainment.
We have a big physical and spiritual journey ahead of us, and we would be so grateful if you followed along and gave us just your love and support in the comments below. We really appreciate it, and we're so happy to see you here every single week. And without further ado, we need to get some rest because we have a big day that starts very early in the morning where we start the Camino de Santiago for our honeymoon.
Pretty crazy when you say it like that. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye. Au revoir.
Last time having to say French.
Au revoir.
Day 1, the most difficult day on the Camino. It's a 5 out of 5 on the difficulty scale.
Why aren't we in Italy right now, eating pizza and drinking wine like normal newlyweds?
I'm running out of energy. This Camino is not at all what we expected.